Welcome back to another episode of Up-N-Runnin. Today is going to be the 10th episode. You know, we should have a little celebration today. Woo! 10th episode. On today's episode, we're going to wrap up the 1976 Firebird. And we're going to take a look at the front end to make sure the car's safe. We're going to check out the electric windows on it and a few other things, I'm sure. Stay tuned to the second half. We're going to take a look at a 1956 Chevy Nomad Wagon as well. So be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and like the video. Thanks again for coming back. When we last left the Firebird, I made sure there was no immediate leaks that I could see. So what we're going to do this morning, I'm going to come in, check it out, make sure there's no ponds or puddles underneath the car, and we're going to take it out for a spin and get any air that's in the system out of it and top off the fluid. So stay tuned. Alright, I walked in this morning. The good thing is there's no pond under the Firebird. So we must have got that all sealed up properly, and now we will take it for a drive and get all the air out of it. Alright, all the gauges are looking good. I don't see any issues with it right now. We'll have to check the coolant level when we get back and make sure that everything is kosher. I'm sure there was some air in it that's worked out. It's up to operating temperature. I think the idle's set pretty good. I had to adjust that earlier. It's still a little cold-blooded. I'll probably take a look at the choke sometime as well and see where the adjustment is on that. Kind of neat looking through the windshield and seeing the Raisin brand hood. 2 scoops. Alright, Ed and I are going to take a look at the front end on this. Flashlight behind you.
This thing doesn't slide across the floor like
Yeah.
Go ahead. I mean,
That feels pretty good.
there's a tad in the upper. I'll let you look at it and see what you think. Let's look at the control arm. Alright, now could you go back and forth with the wheel? You know, side by side. I bet you there's idler arm. You got a feeling.
Unlock the steering column. Or would you prefer it locked?
Yeah, I prefer it locked.
Okay.
I see a little play in the center link.
Okay.
We'll do a little more. Okay, now go up and down, like top and bottom for the bearing. See how our bearing is. Okay. Well, here, I'll just pull the joint. That upper. I mean, it's not terrible, but I can feel it when I'm. See it?
I mean,
It's not terrible.
pretty minor, yeah.
So we'll do this other side, and then I want to check it with both tires down.
Yep.
Because if you said you're feeling it, I
It feels a little loose driving down the road, you know? It doesn't feel like it's nice and tight. I mean, it's not horrible, and if you let go of the wheel, it goes, pretty straight.
I feel this is moving, but go ahead. Yeah, you're okay.
It feels good out here.
Yeah. Did you feel that one? It was clicking just a little.
Yeah, I could.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, that center link and just a pinch of playing the gearbox. I'm gonna lower it down. I'm gonna have you go back and forth with the wheel. Okay. Ooh. Is that something?
Just a
Wheel
pinch
bearing
in the
a little?
bearing, just a pinch.
Go ahead back and forth off the steering wheel. You know, get in the car and move the steering wheel. I just want to see what both tires down. Keep doing that. Okay, so you got the inner tie rod, on the inner tie rod on the passenger side, and then you got the center link, but they're not like bad. There's just slight playing them.
Okay.
And if I don't know if you care to put your hand, and then a little play in the gearbox, if you care to put your hand on the tire, you can feel it.
Oh, I turned the key off. Yeah.
Feel it?
Yeah. So right now on the Firebird, the passenger window does not go down. I can hear it click like it wants to go up, but it's all the way up so it doesn't move. So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna take the switch apart, check that out, find out if the issue's in the switch or in the door, in the motor in the door, and we'll see if we can't get that to work. Should be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. This is probably gonna be a tad hard for me to film, but I'll give it a try. We need to pop this switch out. And if you flip it around, you see there's 5 connections on it, and those are going to be the powers and the grounds for all the windows. So I've got a test meter here that will be able to put power to the various wires to run the switches up and down. So let's give this a try and see what happens. I'm going to try to set the camera down so I can do this. So that's running the driver's side window up. That's powering the driver's side window down. That's moving the passenger side window down. And that's moving it up. Now it's moving very slowly, and then this has got the battery voltage. So we know the issue is not in the motor, or at least that's not causing the switch. Let me turn the key on. functions on the switch work with the exception of the passenger down. So I know I've got a switch issue here. So in that case, all we need to do to fix this is to replace the switch. We may be able to even take it apart and clean it. I might give that a try as well. Alright, I pulled the switch off, and if we look at this one that's closest to us right here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not, but it's got a lot of crud on it. Really, the couple of them have a lot of crud. So we're going to try to take those, clean those up a little bit and see if that helps with the connection. And if not, then we will take the switch apart and see if we can clean that up internally. Alright, I just took a little emery paper and cleaned that terminal that's closest to us up, and I was getting contact with it. I was using a volt ohm meter and was getting continuity, so let's give it a try. Okay, I plugged that back in. I started the car up so we get full battery voltage, and now it goes down. So that was the issue. So we got it all taken care of. Another thing off the list. Alright guys, we're going to take a look at the choke on this car to make sure it's functioning properly. When it's cold, it's a little bit hard starting. It's not terrible, but I'm going to just check and see if the choke is out of adjustment, and we'll see how it starts. Alright, you can see the choke is partially closed right now. So I'm going to go ahead and set the choke by basically pushing the gas pedal to the floor. I'm just going to do it from out here and see what happens. The choke should go fully closed. Okay, so as you can see, it did go closed all the way. Yep, it's all the way closed. So from that respect, it's functioning properly. So I'm going to go ahead and try to start it and see what happens, see if it starts. Alright, it started right up and the choke opened just slightly, so that's the way it should be. It could be that we're still just working through, this car's sitting for 10 years, but right there it functioned exactly the way it should have, so that's great news. I have noticed too it's idling better right when it first starts up. So again, I think there's probably some dirt in the carburetor that's getting worked through and or some varnish. And it's just going to get better and better. So I really don't think there's anything we need to do here. I think it is idling just a hair slow. So I'm going to grab a screwdriver and check the idle. probably all I'm going to do. I just gave it like a quarter turn, just so it idles a little bit better when it's cold. Alright, and past this point, I think what would really need to happen is this car just needs to be driven some. To let it kind of work all the stuff that's in there, that's been sitting in there for, you know, a decade. Probably needs to have the, you know, the carb opened up and cleaned out. At that point, go through all the regular tune-up type things. Only because we don't know where it was when it got parked. So I think we're good to go here. Our buddy Dan just came by again. He brought another one of his rides over here to Up-N-Runnin. This one's a 56 Chevy Nomad wagon. Going to be talking to Ed about getting some parts of this car repainted. Dan is showing it to Ed right now.
Operated.
Nice sounding car.
Dude, this is sweet. Holy cow. That is nice.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Perfect thing about. Hey guys, welcome back to the 10th episode of Up-N-Runnin. You know, we should have a little celebration. Dogs.